Hello.
Welcome to the latest episode of The Bus Factor.
Welcome all.
Let's
We
cut
should
this
probably do
music out.
this. We've got a sweet fader now. Yeah. Hear that fade.
Fade.
Oh, we got really quiet.
Okay, so you probably noticed during that intro there, we had two buses.
Yeah, 2 buses. Starting the count with 2. I think this is the bus factor first.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Not to mention, we've also changed something in the office today. No lights are on, so that's probably
Moonlighting.
what is doing it. They saw the lights were off and they decided, fuck it, we can break the law this week.
Yeah.
Bus Factor's not on, we can do it. But they're wrong.
Oh, we should do the thing that we just going to forget every week. Our intro song, Pielo Vingabus.
Our Creative Commons tune.
Yeah. We should
Which-
really pull that off YouTube,
Yeah, we need a hard copy of that at some point.
just in case. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, we're going to switch to a recorded copy when someone gets our Patreon up, right?
Yeah, well, I was told that the Patreon was actually lower priority.
Oh, did you do the higher priority thing? then?
I have not done the higher priority. Have you put up the website yet?
Oh, no, the website's not up, but we have got domains. So you can now find us when I put the website up at thebusfactor.party. That is our
Dot
primary
party.
domain. We got that one for 5 years. It's going to be
For
fucking
like
sweet.
$1.
It was $1 a year, but it was like 30 or 40 bucks in total.
Yeah.
That's New Zealand, though.
It was
so
pretty good. Pretty good.
But we also have, if you don't want to hit us up on .party, the busfactor.website
Dot website and I think dot online.
and .space. But when you want to listen to Bus Factor in space.
Did we get that one?
Yeah, we got space.
Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
And there's one other one we got as well. Online, website, space, party. I think there's one more.
Potentially.
remember.
I don't know.
They were very cheap domains. So-
Well, they were cheap for 1 year, but those ones were more expensive for
yeah,
extra years.
they really sneak up on you. $1 for a year,
So-
$40 for 2 years,
have to add
$80
that
for
to our
3.
Patreon to get repeat years on that.
Yeah, we're also going to have to recoup those expenses, those expensive $1 domains. Yeah. So how are the buses looking tonight?
Yeah, well, we've had 2 runners already.
True, but we're starting later this week.
Yeah, we are
5:30.
starting later. So I guess that's like in the middle of our normal show.
Yeah, so I feel like we're going to see less of them tonight, especially as time goes on. Do you reckon we're going to get one this cycle? We'll get
Yeah,
one?
potentially.
Okay.
We haven't got the windows clean. We need to get the windows clean again.
Yeah, it's expensive though.
Oh, it's not that expensive.
I mean, it's
Helps a
domains or
local
windows. What
business.
are we going to do? Domains or windows? We got to pick one.
I just have to text the random guy.
Yeah, you get his business card. You can make
No,
it
he
work.
didn't have a business card. He just gave me his number.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
So-
okay. You don't have his business card.
Yeah, just
If I was a
Text.
window cleaner, I'd carry my business card around at all times. You never know when someone's going to come up to you on the street and say, "Hey, we've got a podcast in half an hour. We really need to get this."
oh man,
These
that was
windows
so
cleaned.
random.
So worth it though. Okay, clean that out.
And we've got no coin this week.
No
And-
coin this week.
yeah.
Didn't bother going out there and
Yeah,
putting that
I
down.
mean, it just disappeared
unfortunately.
so quickly last time.
Did it? I mean, it was there
I
for
think
like
it was
an
that
hour.
first guy. Well, yeah,
Well, the
there was-
second guy, because the first guy, yeah, he looked pretty.
you know,
he
the
was
one
like,
that
"Sweet,
made it
$2."
look like you planned it.
I didn't. That was.
I reckon you did,
coincidence. It's coincidence.
even though I'm like behind the scenes and no, you didn't.
Yeah. You made me nervous about it. You made me feel like maybe I had planned it, and then started to question everything. And I thought the viewers they think I planned it, and now I just feel like a fraud.
Oh, we've changed the camera again. We can't see the table down in the pharmacy.
The table down and
Remember we used to see.
Oh
the,
yeah, is the reflection still
yeah.
there?
So it's down there.
Oh,
but
yeah, it is,
We're
okay.
aimed a bit higher.
Yeah.
No, the focus has gone a bit from the pole.
Like you mean it's better this week?
Yeah, it seems more focused on the black pole now, not the white pole.
Slightly further away, I guess, helps
Yeah,
a
like
little bit.
a centimeter away.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay. Well, what do we got? What do we got in the agenda this week? What's top of the list?
well,
Buses.
yeah, we've got some buses.
Buses at the top of the
Got
list.
some
That's good.
infosec, and we've got a guest later as well.
Oh, our guest. What's our guest?
Oh no, should we introduce the guest now?
Well, just
been
give
quite-
us a little sneak peek. A little sneak peek of what's going to happen.
We've actually got my sister on.
Oh, your sister.
Yeah, my
What's your sister
sister
gonna be talking
is
about?
going to be talking about gender inequality in the technology industry.
Oh, I wouldn't trust a woman speaking about that.
Oh, that's pretty harsh. I think we'll let
There was
her
sarcasm. There was sarcasm. Or maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, she's actually been researching this all day.
Which is more research than we've ever done for this podcast ever. Really.
Total, I think. Yeah,
total. We did do, I think, around 2 minutes of research before this one started to try and get a news list going.
Yeah.
We've got this actually sweet website we can go to. It's a third-party website, and it just gives us show notes each week. It's weird. Really handy, though, to have those show notes written up for us before we even start the podcast. Don't even take any work from us.
I haven't even read that website yet.
I read through it. But it's still... So
There's
like
still
last
not
week,
that much news this year.
Not much
Nothing's
news,
broken,
yeah.
really.
This year. Lots of news this year.
This week, did I say yeah?
I think you said yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
I meant week.
All the news this week and last week has been quite political. So, I mean,
Yeah,
even
it
this
has a
week,
bit.
our show notes that we're going to talk about are exceedingly political in nature, which is not super great if we want to stick to technical topics. But, what you going to do?
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Well, you're going to drive buses.
Look,
That's what you're
that
gonna
person's
do.
running way fast.
Whoa, yeah. Do you
I don't know if you
reckon
saw that.
they
She was-
knew they were on the bus back then?
She's trying to get out of the camera frame as fast as she could. She's like, fuck this shit. Get out. Maybe.
Yeah,
Hard to tell.
potentially. So what was the bus news we had this week?
We do have some bus news, some Wellington bus news. Doesn't apply to all buses. It's not like last week where we had international bus fame and fortune news stories.
Oh, that was intense.
It was intense last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, I haven't heard any more updates on that, so I presume the guys, kind of
Yeah, probably
deal with some legal
nothing will
We'll keep
happen
you
on
up to date because I know you're all hanging out for the next part of the story of the London jogger incident. So we'll keep you up to date on that. This week we got the gorge disruption.
The Nio Gorge?
Gorge
Yeah.
disruption.
Uh,
I think that's how it's pronounced.
yeah. It's
The Māori's
actually
not great,
kind of
but-
weather related as well, I guess.
Oh, is it weather that causes that? I guess it is.
I guess. Well, there was quite a lot of slips coming down. I just shared the secret.
Oh, shit, it's a slip. It's a slip. And
It's a slip.
Gorge.
And Nio Gorge.
Gorge. Oh no, all the buses are gone. I mean, they're
Oh.
not gone. They're just hiding. They're
Yeah.
nervous.
They'll
That was
be
what
out.
someone said in chat. Oh yeah, someone mentioned we should have a little bit on the side of our fucking video that shows the chat, which I thought was a good idea, but I also thought
Live
to
demo.
do it, and I haven't done it yet. I'm gonna try quickly do it right here.
Oh, window capture.
Browser source though, because a browser.
Oh, maybe, yeah. I mean, we can just...
Browser source, yeah boy. Because no, that's not gonna work.
Nah, that will work. That will work.
Oh geez, oh no, it's advertising. I don't want corporate sponsorship,
go to
man.
that, copy the link, and
Okay.
it might just
Might just
magically work.
update. Okay.
And change the width, Jesus.
PS the width. Yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
that afterwards. Okay, come on, update that. And yeah, man. Oh, I can't. Jesus Christ.
All right.
Oh my God. Oh jeez. Okay. Well, look. Does that
Should-
block anything important?
Yeah, should we put it up the top so then we can see the walkers?
Then we can't see them coming. But okay, so that is, I think, officially the worst quality chat embed anyone's ever done.
Can some of our listeners type in the chat to
We
make
can
sure
we
it's
can
working?
type in it. Hi chat. Hi chatters.
Our
Chatters.
speaker is laughing at us currently.
Our guest is not speaking.
Oh yeah, our
Speaker.
guest
You're
speaker.
promoting our fucking guests. Jeez. Okay. Yeah. Someone mentioned it's still the most bus intensive stream that they've seen so far this afternoon. Probably true. We'll probably hold one of the prestigious. I think in Australasia we're probably the most intensive bus.
Oh, I reckon keep that
Podcast.
window open. I'm blind.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good point. Most bus intensive podcast and probably also the most infosec intensive live podcast. in
Yeah,
Australasia.
we do this live every week.
So if you ever
without
thought
fail.
like, if you ever thought, why is this such a piece of shit podcast? It's because we do it live. We don't have time to like edit. We don't believe in that shit. Like the audio quality, yeah, don't do it live.
Oh, should we talk about next week?
Yeah, next week.
Next week.
What's happening next week?
Well, we have a bit of an issue, don't we?
An issue. One of
Um,
us is riding the buses in another place, as it were. Quite
Yeah.
literally, I'm going to be in Sydney, so I'm going to be riding buses in Sydney.
So we're going to have a live stream from Sydney.
I
Is
don't
that-
think we
is that
are.
right? Ah.
Here I am in Sydney. Oh, we get a turner here?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, boy.
Turner.
Come on. They can't see us. This could be it.
This could
It's been green for so long. Okay.
one more. Oh, no.
Nah, I could hear him, but I thought it was just going the other way. Jeez. It is very bus desolate this afternoon.
But yeah, next week you'll
could
be
be
away,
here. Yeah.
and there was a problem with me as well, wasn't there?
Next week? Oh, yes. You're also away on the Friday.
On the Friday.
So we have some tough decisions to make, such as what do we do?
So our choices are we either do it another day with just me, or we skip it, or
But there's a
we pretend it's live
and we just
on
record
another
one
day.
on another day.
But you listeners can watch on Friday.
But we don't even have a we don't even have like another someone just posted their Ika test string. We don't even have whatchamacallit, that other thing. Like we'd have to record it tomorrow because that's the only day I'm here.
Well, if you're part of it, yeah.
Oh yeah, I see. If you're saying yeah, okay, yeah.
Otherwise, I'll just have to do it one day this week.
Get someone to just press play at 5 on Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's another problem the week after that as well, isn't
Yeah,
there?
the week after, I'm down south.
You're away. Are you here on Thursday though?
Nah, I leave Wednesday.
Oh,
So you'll have to run the show. But you can run that one live
by myself?
by yourself.
I don't
Or
really- I
just
wanna
get a
do
guest
it.
speaker. Oh,
Ooh,
Should we
yeah,
call
that?
that?
Was yeah. I mean, it was by the time I looked. it was
Jesus, that guy
definitely-
nearly got killed.
How did he? Where was he?
He was like in front of the bus. He's behind the fucking chat window.
Oh, he's behind the chat window. Okay. know where
But
it's
yeah, he was walked out in front of the
Okay.
bus.
Someone said that they watched the instant replay, aka stream delay, and they call it as a yes. So, I'm going to bump that up.
Yeah, because
Also, the chat embed is not working. I think we just get rid of it. It hasn't updated. Either it hasn't updated, or oh no, that was the Ika test string. No, it's okay. It's actually I take it back. It's okay.
yeah, shall we do this?
Oh,
And
he's trying to fix it.
yeah, I reckon if we manually
Manually do some math
do that,
magic.
Oh.
Really, we need to we need to add some custom CSS eventually that like makes it good. Oh yeah, and then like drag it out. That's gonna make it go big both ways. Yeah,
oh shit,
that's fine. I mean that'll work. Do this here. Technology.
yeah.
That'll
Well,
do.
now
we'll fix it up for next week.
we've lost what was. Oh, was that one?
I wasn't watching. I
Whoa.
have no way of knowing. We're gonna go back to the instant replay. The instant replay is
It's-
currently rolling. Yes,
That
it was.
was
Our
another.
instant replay came back and said that yes, it was. That's pretty good. So
So it was actually embarrassing the other week
we
because so my sister's here tonight as a guest, and she was actually
Mm.
here last week just behind the scenes. But she went and told our father, and he watched the YouTube replays, and he found incidents we didn't
Meanness.
count.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
It is pretty embarrassing.
Someone finds out that went through a red light. We didn't notice it. That's why we need a Mr. OpenCV.
Yeah.
We'll
well,
name our
and
OpenCV
a
bot.
better camera, which
Yeah.
we'll have to throw on
A
Patreon.
1,000 new things. Just- someone wants to give us $10,000 for equipment, we will like make the show the best in the world.
Yeah,
It is already the number one, but I think it's the number one bus related podcast in the
Oh.
world already.
it must be.
It's pretty close to it. Like they're a transport podcast, none about buses. I think we win.
Yeah,
Anyway, the bus news. We were talking about bus news, weren't we?
I think we were just saying there was a slip in Nio.
Slip and no, but it's the second one, isn't it? They finally got opened it 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah, they literally just opened it. We had another storm, and they closed it.
Yeah, so that's pretty bad. Sucks to be anyone who needs to go that way, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought these people were going to get hit for a second. And then when you're not paying attention, you're like, oh my God, there's a bus coming, they're going to die. Nah.
But yeah, I guess that's probably all we can talk about that bus news.
Well, wait, how many buses go down there? We can bring us some bus stats.
Oh,
No?
yeah, some bus stats.
How many buses go down the Nio Gorge way? Because if you look on
Lots.
is what we're being told from the live studio audience.
5
Different routes. No, 5.
Yeah.
That's you heard it here first. 5 routes affected by the slip.
Oh, this is really small.
And we also, if you walk around Wellington, you'll see like on all the live displays, it'll be like, there's a slip in Nio Gorge, probably again.
This question is actually something you love.
So is there some kind of plan if you live stream a traffic accident or what if you accidentally live stream a bus related climb? Is this a legal piece of evidence? Now, so I'm not a lawyer. I anal. That's the shorthand for I'm not a lawyer. I anal. Do you know that one?
Yeah.
You see it online all the time.
I've
It's
heard
like,
it.
I
I've
anal.
heard it.
I anal. And it's fucking every time it gets me.
This is
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be it.
boy.
This is going to be
Oh
it.
yeah, boy. What is he doing? He's stopping? No, he's not stopping. He
It's-
doesn't know what he's doing.
So that's
red.
one.
That's red. None behind him.
None.
That was, I was hoping, because if we could have done that thing we talk about, where we intentionally fuck with the buses, we could have made that one last way longer.
Oh, you mean when one of us gets on at the front and one of us gets on at the back?
And we take ages to pay. We pay with cash. We just fuck them up.
Yeah.
So now, see, here's the thing. Hugh doesn't want to see a crime. Well, maybe a crime. Who knows?
Well,
we see lots of crimes.
To be honest, I think
drinking my beer.
Yeah, I think I did just steal your beer.
Jesus Christ.
We've actually seen 5 crimes tonight.
We have seen a lot of crimes, but the kind of crimes I want to see involve people dying. Or being like severely maimed. I don't want to see no fucking like, oh, someone hurt their arm, they got shoulder barged by a bus. I want to see someone get like fucking destroyed.
Shoulder barged by a bus. That would hurt.
I don't know what the term is. You know what I mean? Like where you get hit in the shoulder. I got hit by a car like that once. Fucking hurt.
Yeah, it fucking.
It was just the wing mirror as well, so it could be a lot worse.
I nearly got while I was waiting for a bus. So
Yeah.
I was waiting on the side of the road,
Yep,
and he
yep.
pulled into the bus stop, and the fucking wing mirror is at head height, and I was like,
Don't stand
"Whoa,
so close,
shit."
dude.
Well,
Fucking
yeah,
just
I
take a
don't
step back.
anymore.
Yeah, no, because if you're walking down,
I reckon it's gonna happen again.
nah.
Oh, he's just over.
If you're walking down these streets here, if you walk on the side that's close to the road, I can't do it because I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get hit by a fucking wing mirror.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. No, I got hit by, it was like a ute driving around the corner on a red light as well. Like he was either give way or red. I had a green man to walk, so I'm like walking across my green man. He swings around. He swerves to avoid me and manages to just clip me with the wing mirror on my shoulder. Fucking gave me bruises and shit. But it's weird because you're like, oh, if he was like 5 centimeters difference, he would have taken my fucking legs out. And he was going fast.
Why was that bus so far back?
He was probably waiting. There's like buses ahead as well. Are you
Yeah,
talking about the
It was a
further back
red
bus?
light, and the front bus there, he was like.
Oh, you're
couple
talking about the
meters
purple
back.
one, like the
Yeah,
Esport?
he was like a couple meters back for like ages.
I don't know, maybe like he just slowed down early and then just never went forward in this.
What the fuck's that person
I
doing?
don't know. I think that might be one of the personalities. Wellington
yeah.
has a lot of
Interesting people, yeah.
you don't want to.
So I guess, yeah, so there's 5 routes on the Nio Gorge.
Yeah, and they're all delayed, cancelled. What do they do?
Probably detoured.
Isn't that like the only way to get through?
Oh, you can go around back ways, I guess.
Okay, so there's another
What's
way.
happening
Oh,
here?
he's put on his legs. He probably just didn't have time.
Yeah. We could look it up. Maybe I'll look it up later.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll look it up because you're going to be busy.
Yeah,
with
you
this.
can look up during the guest.
Okay, so
Should we talk about some InfoSec stuff?
the InfoSec stuff. Yeah, what's our number one? Now the rule is if I don't go in order, I get fucking scolded.
So we're skipping the first one, right?
Yeah, we are.
Skipping the first
well,
one,
wait,
going straight to the
okay,
second.
yeah, we'll go straight to the second. Yeah.
Or do you want to talk about the first one now?
Well, okay. No, I'll talk about it because I wonder whether people want to hear about it. Oh wait, we didn't answer the question in the chat actually. No, I could just open again. That's pretty
should
fucking
we
fast.
type in the answer?
Type it. No, just quickly say it.
What's that happening in the...
We'll just quickly say.
What, again? Oh,
Yeah, that's what someone said.
breaking
Someone said
news.
that. Midlink is saying on their Twitter it's open again, an hour again, so it's actually
Oh.
not breaking news.
Oh, it's
So
kind of
we probably are the first bus-related podcast to mention this news.
Or maybe we're not actually live and we're filming this an hour ago and it's now and it's breaking.
Yes, yes, yeah, maybe,
Nah.
maybe. Now someone asked about what do you do if we live stream a crime, and the answer is we fucking run down there and take pictures. How badass would that be? We fucking be sweet. Like okay, so call me a horrible person, but wouldn't it be great to, like, you get some gnarly pictures? I like pictures. And it'd be sweet to take pictures of a person dying or something, you know, fucking mangled and shit. I mean, fucking you get in the newspaper and it'd be like, oh shit, man, I saw those photos. Family would hate you, you know, you get like death threats. But they'd be great photos. So, you know, pros and cons.
Oh, we missed a duck.
We missed a duck.
What was the duck again?
Duck is when you go toward. No, wait. Duck's going that way. Duck's going towards us. Going towards us and going straight is a duck. Goose is when it turns, going towards us, because it's a bird when you don't know, and then it
Yeah.
follows. Fucking Jesus
But was
Christ.
it a bus duck or?
No, it's
Oh, just a duck.
a bus duck. That's
Oh,
just
bus
every
duck.
bus.
Yeah, that's not that exciting.
Yeah. It's a car.
So it
has
was
to
a
be
car. A car, but.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so-
this happens a
So
lot.
our guest doesn't realize how much illegal activity goes on here. New Zealand's a country of crime. We have so much youth crime. We have just drugs all the time, and most importantly, we have bus crime.
Did you notice that your desk is being cleaned by the studio audience?
Okay, yeah. One of those cans on my desk is filled with Coke. You can chuck it out, but like it's been there for like a week or two. So
Jesus.
I want you to clean it. Just do it well. Also, there's the
do it well.
cake plate.
Wow.
Yeah, you can deal with that.
Do you know who you're talking to?
Like, yeah, a woman.
Oh, that's harsh.
Which I only said to bring us to our next topic, and I don't actually think that women should be cleaning or anything. That was actually just a segue to bring us into our guest speaker.
Are we doing the guest speaker now, not the security news?
Well, if we look at the time, it's about time to bring a guest speaker.
All right.
We're half an hour in.
Shall we bring the guest speaker in?
Okay. Who is our guest speaker today?
So our guest speaker today is, how do you want to be introduced?
Do you have a hacker handle you want? A hacker nickname?
I'm not really a hacker. I don't really know. I don't have any hackers. I don't have any handles. What the fuck?
Handles,
We
yeah,
can
hacker
call you
nicknames?
by your name you first had when you were a baby
She had a
for
different
6
baby
months.
name?
Oh, yeah.
I think I heard about this. Yeah, what was it? Was it just baby or
Oh,
something?
no, she's giving me a look.
Okay.
Shall we-
Baby.
It was
It was
baby.
baby. I wasn't named for 6 weeks and then my parents got fined $1 because I wasn't named.
Find $1.
Yeah, my birth certificate is 6 weeks after I was born.
Okay, after they finally managed to name you.
Yeah, because they were tossing up between 2 names, so they couldn't quite work it out.
And
So
baby
then-
wasn't one of the names they were
Baby
tossing
was
it-
not one of the names.
But they just called you that. Yeah, what was the other name?
The other name was Phoebe.
Oh yeah, Phoebe's an okay name, I guess.
Um,
Thanks for bringing me
thanks
a beer.
for bringing me a beer.
I'll do this here.
All right.
We're gonna hand over to Hugh now, who's gonna introduce the topic as well and deal with this grimy political topic, the seedy underbelly of the IT world.
And you can get me a beer and some more beers from the shops, maybe?
Ooh.
I think so.
Ooh, more
But bring me a
beer.
beer first. Yeah, I know. It can come out of the...
Oh, I've got an American dark ale.
yeah, so we've got our guest speaker, Jean.
Yes?
And what were you speaking about tonight?
Well, I decided to speak about inequality in the tech sector. So I spent today doing some very detailed research. You know, I have access to some research tools, so I thought I'd use them and just see where I got to.
Sounds good.
So-
Looking forward to hearing your research output, I guess.
I mean, the biggest question is, how many females work in this office
In this office,
for this company?
for this company, 0, unfortunately.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah,
apparently.
the boss's wife technically does work here.
Is this a tax avoidance thing or just checking? No. 10. Okay. So I've been putting bracelets on. It's all good. So I need light. Oh fuck. What happened?
What did happen?
I don't know. Anyway, so we've in here we've got 0% female, let's say. Because
Yeah.
you know, okay,
I'm
let's say.
Happy with that.
So
We're diverse in other manners, though.
yeah. Okay. So generally what it is in New Zealand is 20% of the IT industry are female.
Yep.
That's like a fifth. That's
Yeah,
not
it's
okay.
pretty bad.
That's like 1 in 5.
That is quite bad. How do you think people can solve this issue?
Well, so interestingly enough, I found some information. So in 2015, there were 1,600 people that graduated with IT degrees.
Yeah.
So this is like 2 years ago. Out of 1,600, 350 of them were women.
So, what were the numbers again, sorry?
So 1,600 in total graduated.
Yep.
350 were women.
Well, that's quite a low number there, isn't it?
It's a little low number. I mean, and then you sit there and you think about it and you what I thought was quite funny though is 80% of applicants are from men, which kind of sits well on the whole. Okay, only 20% of the sector is female, so 80% of applications are men. So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
It's still not okay.
Oh, we also need to look out for the buses.
Oh yeah, but you're on the buses, right?
Oh, like I'm also talking to you, but got to have
Okay.
a watchful eye.
We've got our double whammy behind us, don't we?
Yeah, our
What the fuck?
live stream
Live streaming. Ooh, buses.
moves pretty quick, doesn't it? We
Bus?
got walkers, so those are walkers.
Oh, are they walkers? Do they get
there's,
run over?
That guy with long hair, fucking jaywalking.
Oh,
again.
fucking
Why is he going
jaywalking.
to the fix?
Because
Why is he going to Capital Liquor? Does he not know about the bottle store just around the corner? That's a long way to walk.
Why the fuck did he do that?
Oh well.
Anyway, he's getting us beer, so I'm
Yeah,
okay with that.
Fair enough.
Anyway, so then further to my research, I thought this was quite hilarious. So in Wellington, 47%
Yeah.
of contractors in the IT industry are female.
Oh yeah, that's quite high.
That's quite high.
Reasonably middle grounded.
Although I was a little bit weirded out because they then said that 29% were men. So I think it was.
What are the
So I think
extra-
I think what they were saying is 50% of women in the IT industry are contractors.
Oh yeah, that's just very confusing.
It's so confusing. I was like, what the fuck?
Because if
like,
it's 50%,
is there like 20%?
contractors,
Is there like 50%?
why are there more contractors than?
I was like, are we talking miscellaneous, like transgender?
Yeah,
like
we could be.
possibly. I mean, it's 20%. That's kind of reasonable.
Yeah.
But anyway, then they go on to say that the reason why women contract a higher percentage of contractors
Yeah.
is because they need the work-life balance so they can have their babies.
Oh, that's interesting.
So men apparently are less caring about, getting home to their babies.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, whatever. Who wants a fucking
some
baby?
do, some don't. Always hard to know.
Yeah. But I mean, fundamentally, this is not a tech sector issue. This is,
I've seen inequality in most sectors, I think.
yeah. So there is an 80% pay gap. Yeah. So, and they put it down to hard to measure factors. So conscious and unconscious bias. And for people that don't know, if you meet someone on the street, what do you immediately think? That's probably like a judging thing, unconscious bias. You're not,
Yep.
But it's also about like the pay advancement, the fact that women might want to work part-time.
Yep.
Although, I mean, Hugh, you work part-time.
Yeah, I work part-time, though these days I've been working more full-time. Oh, we've got a
Ooh,
duck, or is this a goose? It might be a goose.
it's a,
But it's
got a, it's indicating.
Yeah,
It's
It
indicating.
might be a goose. It's
Ooh.
more likely to be a goose than not a goose.
How do they get down there?
How did cars get down there from?
How do they not have a camera set up to like flash the number plate and be like,
Oh, like
dude?
Wellington isn't that tech savvy.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, he just wants to go. Oh, I think he's nervous that there's a bus behind him now.
He is going to
So
go.
this is going to cause
So
trouble.
is he going to go through a red light to?
Nah, so he'll go when it's green. But
Okay.
He'll see. Look, he's
Oh,
trying to do
and
it
then
now.
there's green man.
Nah, so it's green man for a while.
Oh,
after this happens-
oh,
he's gonna What's he doing?
Oh, is he driving on the curb?
He's just driving on the curb.
Oh my God, he's driving on the
Stephen is
curb.
gonna feel really bad he missed this.
Oh my
Jesus.
God. Oh my God, he literally drove over the curb.
Jesus.
Shit.
Oh, we didn't see the number plate of that. I mean,
No.
we should really call out the number plates. but
Yeah. To be fair, that's so fucking stupid that I'm like, really?
That probably held up the bus more, but the bus was probably like, what the fuck is
The
happening?
bus is probably like, seriously? Like, why the fuck are you doing this?
So it's interesting how you brought up the pay gap as well, because
Yeah.
I watch YouTube videos, and I saw one the other day about how shaving cream advertised for women have the same ingredients as the ones for men,
Yeah.
but cost like 3 times as much.
Yes.
It's pretty weird, right?
Yeah.
There are some differences with the actual razors, which
Oh yeah. So there's like 5 razors versus like this many razors. So I thought it was quite funny. So earlier this week, which is like breaking news, but it's not like bus related. So there was a Nelson Cafe.
Can you swing it to a bus related?
I can't really because whatever.
There was a Nelson Cafe and a bus drove in front.
That the bus passed the Nelson Cafe.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, there's old Stephen.
they
He waved so he can see us.
awkward. They charged this week 50 cents more for a coffee for men than they did for women.
Really?
Yes.
That doesn't seem good at all. Like,
No,
that doesn't
it
seem
was
legal.
But it was highlighting the gender inequality. So like most people were kind of like, oh, that's a bit shit. Totally understand. We'll pay my 50 cents extra.
Yeah.
But some people were like, nah, fuck off. I'm not doing that.
So the men were having to pay more?
Yeah. So the men had to pay 50 cents more for the
Oh,
same coffee.
That's one.
Oh, there we go.
We click that, then change that, and now we have a 6. Yeah. What else do you have on your notes there?
Oh, so what else I have on my notes? So I thought about this because I've been living in the UK for so long that I was like, oh, okay, well, what's it like elsewhere? Yeah, no.
Stephen's
returned and oh my God. So
we'll talk about that and talk about the bird system once Stephen's back.
So I thought about it. So, okay. So 20% of the IT industry here are females. So I thought, okay, let's compare us to the big sister, like the UK. They've only got 17%.
Oh, that's a bit less.
Yeah. So we're actually like full woman.
Doing better, but still not good.
Doing a little bit better.
Did you get any stats for Saudi Arabia?
No, I didn't. I'm pretty sure that would be 0.
Yeah.
But
can you get negative percentages?
Yeah, you probably could. Like, women can't do fucking anything. Do you know, I don't think you can go to Saudi Arabia as a woman by yourself.
Oh, no, you can't. You have to have a male escort.
Yeah, like literally a fucking male escort.
Fucked up.
Like, what the fuck?
I wouldn't mind having a male escort if you know what I mean.
Right.
So, what does this mean for our future? We're fucked, basically.
Yeah.
It's all a little bit of a fucking boys' club. It's all shit.
So what do you think we can do to improve it?
Well, so obviously working, oh, they just keep looking at beer and I really want more.
Stephen's upset because his desk is now clean.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
People are going to come in tomorrow and they're just, well,
holy
Monday,
shit.
Like,
the desk was literally covered in shit before.
Got a turner.
Oh.
Sorry, I missed that turner.
Okay. So, for our future, so do you know how many? Oh, that's orange.
Yeah, this will be one.
Oh.
So that's one. Only one.
Oh, only one.
It's kind of weird. There's super glue on the laptop.
That's weird.
Thing.
That's weird.
Yeah, whose fault is it?
So,
Mine.
Hugh, if you did like a generic poll of 15-year-olds, how many do you think would want to get into technology, like tech?
Male and female?
Female.
Female only, 15-year-olds. How many want to get into tech?
Yeah. How many?
Out of how many?
Just
percentage-wise?
Percentage-wise.
I'd probably say it's around 30%.
Really?
Yeah, I'll give a stab.
Okay, so I
Very
mean, obviously,
wild
I can
stab.
back up my research because
Getting put on the spot here.
I wrote down somewhere where this research comes from, because I am not fucking stupid. So apparently, a recent poll said only 3% of
Three.
15-year-old girls were interested in going to technology.
3, like,
Like 0.3.
oh, wow, that's...
Yeah.
Wow.
Like 3. Like what the fuck?
So I know some companies that...
Orange.
Orange is fine.
Orange is fine.
Like, it's
Shit.
technically a red on the other end, but we've only got footage from this end. 'Cause there's
Fine.
a couple of second delay.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Fine.
So
Can
I
I
do
go and
know-
punch them?
you can try punch a
Mm,
bus.
okay.
It will probably hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
We apparently lost our guest audience.
Um,
I'm so boring.
So I do know of one company in Wellington that runs courses that tries to get 100% women.
Yeah.
So they'll advertise 100% to women and they'll roughly get 50-50,
Okay.
which is interesting that
So
they get
men,
men as well.
like males find it.
Yeah, so they...
Do you think, because some light just turned off, do
That's
you
the
think
pharmacy downstairs.
yeah, do you think the Unichem light flashes up?
Yeah, you can see the reflection there.
Yeah, but do you think that's why the buses can still see in?
No, I wouldn't say. I mean,
I mean-
Stephen...
So as someone who literally just walked and looked at you guys, the issue is silhouetting. So you actually can't make out your faces at all. You can just see two silhouettes of people holding microphones. It looks quite.
Damn it!
It looks actually kind of ominous because you look out and you're like, why are they there with all the lights off, holding microphones, staring at, like, just staring out? It's kind of weird.
Can you actually see the microphones though?
From where you guys were standing, because you kind of often, when you're facing each other with a guest, you do stand side on, so you can.
That's kind of interesting, yeah. So I guess the bus drivers are now no longer seeing people; they're just seeing ghostly shadows.
So oh, that's creepy.
Yep.
So what I've printed out for these guys, because I felt like, you know, they don't have enough men. They have too many men, sorry, not enough women. So the New Zealand Ministry for Women has released a guide called Decoding Diversity, which is it's basically to encourage females and to get into the tech industry.
Yeah.
But it's all about how you can like motivate people and get them involved.
Yep.
So you guys need to read it and get more fucking girls in this office.
All right, we can do this. If you put it on the boss's desk.
Oh,
there,
yeah. I'll just like slide it on the
keyboard.
boss's desk
Yeah.
and just be like, hint, you know, like, dude, there's no girls. There are no fucking girls.
Yeah.
Anyway, anyway, what else did I have? Oh, yeah. So in America, like while we were on the other side, how much do you think developers get paid
In
more
America, we're talking
than
south or
females? Like fucking Trump land.
Because you know that's not a country, America, right?
Yeah, Trump land.
Yeah, yeah.
United States of America, bro.
So Hawaii.
Fuck, my friend's flying to Hawaii tonight. I'm fucking
Oh,
jealous.
How much more than what? Sorry.
So, if you are a male developer in the USA, how much more would you get paid to your female counterpart?
I believe it's quite substantially different. I've seen some stuff like recently there was a female that worked at Uber that quit and basically outstood them on a bunch of stuff, and she got kind of forced out of the office, and it was kind of an interesting read. You see it quite often on the Twitters.
Round.
That's good. But yeah, I believe it's quite substantial. Do you have a number for us?
I have $20,000.
$20,000 difference?
Yep. So if you are a male developer over 30, you will earn 20 grand more than a female counterpart.
Wow. That's
I mean, that's a lot of cats you could buy.
Yeah, but does that take into account the different choices people make regarding education stuff? Because we know that females generally have less degrees, and there are a lot of like reasons for that
Whoa.
that
Yeah.
are socioeconomic and cultural.
I mean,
But-
this is America. This is this is from Stack Overflow. It doesn't take it into account, but it just gives you a kind of indication. This is a generic, widespread, oh, how much do you get paid?
Yeah.
But it's an interesting factor in this. But anyway, I'd like to close on this note. So, 20% of the tech population in New Zealand is women.
Yep.
Women make up 51% of the total population.
Yep.
That's fucked.
That is quite fucked.
That is fucked.
I hope to see changes.
Anyway, so according to the Equal Pay Act of 1972, that prevents the discrimination in pay, rates of pay based on the sex of employees, and also the Bill of Rights Act of 1990, which promotes the rights and freedom of citizens regardless of gender. So basically, what everyone's doing is fucking illegal.
Yep, fair enough.
Bullshit.
Just for our Australian listeners, those are New Zealand laws, but there's
yeah.
probably equivalents in
There will be equivalents
Americas,
everywhere.
not Australia's.
It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. And also, there's no senior managers. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh well.
In New Zealand, there are 28% of board seats are female.
Wow. Oh well. On that note, I'd like to thank you for coming on the Bus Factor.
That's all right. I'm glad I've ranted at you for a little while.
Yeah, and we'll get Stephen back up.
All right. See ya.
Okay, I'm back. I've got more beer, and I'm kind of lightheaded after trying to get to the store
Yeah.
and
You know, there's just a bottle store just round the corner,
where?
like
One.
just round the corner on Dixon.
Is it closer than Capital?
Oh, definitely
Oh,
closer.
fuck me. And they won't do their thing where they're like, oh, we need to ID you because we get too many kids in here. Oh, it's really annoying. He asked me what my middle name was. He was like, he looked at my ID, looked at me, and was clearly like, I don't think this is your ID. He goes, what's your middle name? And I was like, Leslie. Oh, okay.
I suppose you have
Isn't
quite an interesting name.
I guess it's the photo that does it. I look different to my photo, right? I got more beer, so you can. We're drinking
Yeah,
mainly Tuatara at the moment. That's
No,
mine.
that's yours.
Yeah, it's mine.
So I did move mine before.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
So I'm drinking the Tuatara Wise Guy. We got like a mix pack. What are you drinking? The Tuatara.
I got the hell of a. That's a hell of a beer.
What kind of drink? What kind is it though?
Ella's.
Oh yeah. And we were drinking the Panhead APA before, but we ran out.
Yeah. So I guess what happened while you were gone is we did have a duck. The duck
Okay.
got scared by the bus. Oh yeah, it was a goose. So it was
Okay.
a bird, but it was an indicating bird.
An
So-
indicating bird, so clearly it was going to be a goose.
and then it just went over the footpath and probably took longer to go around the corner. And the bus was
oh,
like,
there was a turner trying to come with it.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
jeez.
But it
What's
does
grabs?
bring up. So in the chat, we've got a bit of a backlog we should cover.
We took pictures. You missed the duck. It looks like you don't have a pre-existing answer for bus crimes, but you have an intricate bird-based system for bus
Yeah.
maneuvers.
Shall we talk about the thing? So the reason why we have a bird-based bus system is we had a golden goose.
A golden goose?
Was that last week or the week before?
Week.
Yeah, so 2 weeks
2 weeks
ago.
ago. Okay, 2 weeks ago. We're on week 5 at the moment.
Yeah.
Episode 5.
Yeah, so golden
Goose.
goose is a bus that turns around. Now,
Which was fucking amazing to see.
it's a tight corner.
I've actually got like a GIF version of it, but I couldn't upload it to Twitter because fucking Twitter, the web interface is retarded.
Yeah. And so then we decided that's a golden goose, and a normal goose is just
I
a
had to set a
car
beep
that does
then.
that.
Set a beep.
Yeah, there was some beeping. Might have been some people nearly getting run over.
Yeah. Yeah, so a
So
goose is when you turn.
Normal
which
goose is
golden-
just a car that turns.
Yeah, yeah.
And a
yeah.
duck is a car that goes straight.
Yeah, and
But
then
We don't
therefore
know
we
what's
don't
happening.
we don't know
so
if we just see it coming to us. Could be a
it's
duck,
just a
could be a
bird.
bird. It could be a duck or a goose. It has to be a bird. Yeah,
So that's the
that's the reasoning behind
bus
it.
factor. And
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
someone else was interested in the diversity we have in the office. So Jean asked how many females we had in the office, and I said none, but we're diverse in other ways.
Oh yeah, we're not all white.
Yeah.
We almost all are white. One of us isn't. right? I'm trying to think.
2.
Who's the second? Oh, no, I mean, white.
Oh, like he's Romanian.
Oh, barely.
Oh, that's harsh.
He's Irish. He's you. Yeah, okay. I gotcha. So, yeah, okay.
And we've also got different sexual preferences as well.
Yeah, different sexual preferences.
Um,
Yeah. So there is diversity,
Yeah.
but
No
mainly
women,
dudes. All
but-
dudes, rather.
We've now got some reading
Information.
material on size test.
Well, it is kind of interesting. Like if you look at you give a bunch of companies a CV that has a feminine name, and they less likely to pick it than a male name, even with the same CV. Like that's an irrefutable fact. That's just how it is. You put a female name in a CV, people are less likely to choose it. In tech, shit's got to change. But complicated issues, who knows?
Yeah.
You know, like even knowing that, I don't know if there's any good way to compensate for it. I, for one, welcome our AI overlords that just do all that choosing for us. Because, like, generally speaking, females are better coders, right?
Yeah.
You know that?
I've definitely met a lot of good female coders,
There's-
and I've
there's
met
evidence
a
to
lot
back it up
of
as well.
shit male coders. So
Yeah. I mean, there is
read into that how you want.
statistics to make back it up. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that the average female is better than the average male. It means that of the people who are coding or trying to code, females are generally better. So interesting. I don't know. Okay, so after we've talked about some political scary, surely someone will have a bone to pick about this entire thing. We just got an. Can we talk about it?
Oh, should we? Nah, we'll talk about the InfoSec stuff.
Okay, we'll
first.
close that then. Stop reading it.
Well, I'll
Close-
read-
No, after the show.
should
You
we-
don't need it now.
All right,
Jeez.
all right, fine.
It's got. This is the legal incident, which
From a
we
couple
talked about
weeks back.
briefly. Okay, so InfoSec news. We'll talk about that. That's less risque.
See, I just want to read it now.
Don't read it now. Stop it. What's our next story, Hugh? What's our next story?
Next story is a file system flaw.
If it's
Well, not
no,
file
it's not a file system flaw.
Well, it's to do with the file system
To do with a file system, indeed.
and on a particular type of hardware.
Though the attack would work on other hardware as well.
Yeah.
So this is you guys probably heard of it. I don't. Hugh, come on, stay over here. No reading it. Come on. So what is this effect, Hugh? What is this effect?
So this allowed basically arbitrary read write anywhere just by doing some
In files, file
In
rewrite,
files,
not
yeah.
memory rewrite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just by doing some fancy block stuff.
block stuff. Yeah. So this is the one. You guys have probably seen it around. So Usenix.
Does it have a
paper-
name? Like
It's-
good vulnerabilities have a name, right?
No. So this was done by IBM, I believe.
Oh, right. So it
Who-
won't have a name.
Yeah. They put it in it's a Rowhammer like attack. And the way it works, we'll say what it is. It's a issue to do with how SSDs work, where you can coax them into having errors. They have errors. You try
Yeah.
and read a block back, and 1 in 10 bazillion times it will give you either an error, or it might give you invalid. It might say I can't read that block, or the third option is it might give back broken data, but it thinks it's valid.
Yeah.
So you can basically coax SSDs into doing that last option more by using aggressive block. I believe the term they use is aggressive, and it works kind of like Rowhammer. And they call it part of the Rowhammer class of attacks, where you're kind of relying on physics bugs in reality, which is great. I love that this is the thing we have to deal with, physics bugs, that make it more or less likely to have these, I guess you call them kind of bit flips. In the RAM cases, bit flips. Now, there are a lot of problems with actually doing this in practice with SSDs. Are you looking for a bottle opener, Hugh? There's one just here. I'll reach for you. Here we are. It's been a good 5 minutes looking for that. I took his keys. And then I'm just giving them back to him now. Now, there are a lot of problems, right? With Rowhammer, you can coax individual banks that are next to each other. You can deal with the... Oh my God, a goose. A goose right
Yeah,
here.
go goose.
Right here.
Slow
And
goose.
why is there so many gooses today?
Late at night.
Oh,
That
fucking...
one didn't drive over the footpath. Should we call
At this rate,
footpath
it's going to be...
driving
It's like a
goose
chicken
geese?
run over here because there's so many of them. You looking for something? Hugh has a bottle opener right there. Yeah, we're there. That one's easy to use. Grab that one. This one. This is the easiest. Tag. I don't know what a tag is. Just use this one. Come on. Wait, can you
It
open?
just works.
I don't know what a tag is.
Oh yeah.
I've actually lost my
yeah,
keys
yeah,
as well.
Jen,
Oh, there we are. There's
that one
another
will
bottle
work.
opener.
Yeah. Not for the office,
she-
but for everything else.
Oh, a tag on it. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, like the way to get in and out. Oh my god, another bird. Look at what is
Oh, this is
crazy.
actually. Shall we read out the number plate of this? Because this
Yes,
is
this is a taxi. This is a crime. A community
Oh,
taxi.
geez. Can you read the number plate on that?
There's an M and a 4 in there. Capital taxis. It ends in 14. He's going to get closer to us. Let's wait for him to get closer. So this is a crime. This is a federal crime. We don't have federal crimes in New Zealand. Oh, he's getting closer. He's going when he shouldn't be going.
All right.
He can see the ghostly silhouettes pointing at him. Okay, can you see it? Can you see it?
Nah, I could not see it.
Okay.
Yeah, can't see anything.
Well, hey, Hugh, surely the taxis could just look up the GPS details of this time, which is 6:22 p.m., and find it.
yeah, potentially. So there
Just
was a
look,
capital cabs
Capital
taxi.
capital taxis. And they could also just look at who's going down this road that they're not allowed to.
Yeah.
They don't even need us for this. It could be an automated system. Like, hey, you
Oh,
broke
we
the
got
law.
one here.
Oh, yeah, it's a red. Yeah,
Yeah.
red. Hey, it's pretty good.
You want to do it?
Motherfuckers don't know about fucking ghostly silhouettes.
Oh, people.
That's
Yeah. Is that one of our listeners?
I don't know. No, I don't think it is. But they
just-
can see our ghostly silhouettes and they're scared.
They waved. Yeah,
They
he's
can-
waving again. I wonder who he is.
I don't know. He's nervous now. He's flushed. He's like, oh fuck, what is that? Why are they filming us?
Yeah,
Oh,
one-
that is the thing. They don't know we're filming. Actually, they can see. You can't see the camera. You can see the microphone. So you
Yeah.
know we're doing something. You don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, I wonder who that was. Like,
I
just
don't think it was anyone for us. I think it was just a random person. We're talking about to tell because the video just doesn't make it very viewable. What were we doing about? I forgot.
SSD.
SSD, yeah. Fucking sweet bug anyway.
It is
So
quite interesting. So
they do
it's,
it on SSDs.
Yeah.
So they just coax corruption to happen. And I guess, first of all, that's pretty sweet. They've found a way to like increase the error rates of SSDs. And they also increase it enough that like because this happens all the time. And the way they deal with it is ECC. All SSDs have ECC built in. It's not like RAM where you only sometimes have ECC. This is like SSDs just have to have it because of how fucked they are
Yeah.
in a physics sense. Now, the way they did it is they just basically allocate using certain file systems. They were about to walk and die, but they didn't know that they can walk because, fucking learn the intersection. Now, the way they do it is they allocate a big enough file that in the ext3, there's an entire block in the file system which just points to other blocks, sort of like an indirect reference block.
Yeah.
There's 2 layers of this. The first layer attack has like a 3% chance of success with any block corruption or something. The second one has a 99% chance of
Pretty
success.
good.
Pretty high. So if you can basically coax any SSD read-write error to return invalid results, you have a really high chance of being able to just, escalate your privilege. So the examples they did were if you can get one block to corrupt such that the attributes point to another SUID binary, then your binary will now have SUID rights while being read and writable. While it's a payload, so you run this on your like
Yeah. So
bit
you
bash
can.
with SUID.
Yeah,
rights.
you can edit it with your rights, but it's set
Yeah.
UID and just boom, magic.
So the other one is more complicated, and I didn't actually track exactly how this one works. But with those indirect blocks, you eventually gain read-write access to any block in the file system.
Yeah.
Because you can edit the first part of those indirect blocks, and the second part is corrupted in such a way you can edit anywhere on the file system.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Now, this only works for ext3, but the concepts are generalizable. So they talk about it could be possible to do this for any application.
So you say only XT3, so no XT2 or 4?
2, yes, they use the same indirect block scheme.
Yep.
ext4, no. They changed how indirect blocks work in ext4.
Yeah, because they brought in
It's called something else.
they brought in a lot of stuff in XT4.
The other thing is if you have metadata check something on, you basically take this attack down to 0 in terms of how usable it is, right? Because it adds another layer of like, oh, you have a random bit flip. Fuck you, you're not going to make that work. The chance of getting corruption that actually works. Oh, okay. So it must have been, okay, it looks like it was one of our, someone tweeted at us saying we look pretty stealthy up here. It's true. Fucking stealthy ghosts. It was Squid.
Yeah.
Squid.
Good.
Yeah.
I thought I
some listeners-
recognized, so yeah.
Yeah. ISIG and whatnot. Where were we? Anyway, Fucking sweet attack. Now, of course, the thing is, like, this could work for more than just ext file systems, because if you had an application, theoretically, that just looked at the data, stupid example, and said, if any of these values isn't 0, we'll drop you to a root shell.
Yeah.
You can imagine you could use this to coax it into it.
Yeah.
That's not particularly realistic, but the ext3 one is. You can imagine another application bug where something similar happens. So, now, but my problem with both Rowhammer and this is someone hasn't written a sweet, like, give me a root proof of concept that I can use and use on my pen tests.
Yeah. You could do it.
I don't think I could. I don't understand enough about Rowhammer. Like, I hear all these things. Oh, researchers have made Rowhammer work on Android smartphones. I'm like, okay, well, can you make it work on fucking Linux?
Yeah.
Where's my, like, give me a shell.sh? Surely this exists. And why? I don't understand. You know, like, I don't know enough about the technical details of the exploit to run my own. All I know is that I keep hearing about how it's a sweet attack and should give me shells, and I don't get no fucking shells out of it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's annoying. Give me some shells. Come on.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and one thing you can imagine it working for, you know, random memory corruption causes massive bugs, so it doesn't work. What about in a VM? If a VM restarts when it crashes, I'll just run it every day in a VM. VM restarts, I try again. VM restarts, try again.
Yeah.
Something like that. I mean, and you could, I know there's like the hypervisor escape using this kind of thing because you can affect memory outside of the hypervisor. I just want my fucking give me a shell.sh. Where's my fucking, if any listeners happen to know how to use Rowhammer stuff, give me a shell.sh. Come on. I'll pay you money. Our boss would pay for that. Not much, but.
Well, we could pay for the bus factor, put a Patreon up.
Yeah, well, we'll do that after we get our, like, iTunes majiggies.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then we'll get the website working. And we'll get
Flick me a message in the weekend. I'll do it.
You see that the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, but you never text me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, just. Oh, well.
So, what do we have now?
I'm getting sleepy. That's what we have.
Yeah.
Do we have any other things?
We are running quite late.
There's 2 things. Let's just mention these briefly. Now, these are both political. This is one problem I have with the news lately, is they're also political. Where's the tech news? You know, I guess the tech news isn't interesting anymore. Like, oh, there's an exploit. Fucking who cares about that? Unless it's really badass. But these are both related to...
It's quite hard to read the show notes with the lights off.
With the lights off. These are both related to the Daily Stormer. I didn't really want to bring up, but we'll do it anyway. Oh, wait, no, the first one's not. First one's not.
Yeah, the first one's not.
First one's the DreamHost thing, where the US government, US Justice Department, I believe specifically, went to DreamHost and said, we have a search warrant. Give us the IP addresses and much other information. IP addresses, full HTTP logs, HTTP errors, basically anything you can regarding anyone who has visited the Disrupt J20 website. You guys have probably heard about this briefly. I just want to mention it because it's kind of interesting to think about what this means. You know, most technical companies in America, if the American justice system decides that's a fine thing to do, like Justice Department wants access to see who visited those websites, fuck it, give it up.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't agree with that precedent, but they might decide that that's how it should be.
Oh, that
Slow
guy
down.
like did something. Yeah. Maybe there's a turner or
no, he just slowed down for the trolleys.
it
Maybe
might just be not face.
Oh, there was
there's a
turner.
turner
Yeah, okay.
and boom. I reckon that's one.
Oh yeah, I'll take it. Okay. It was not great, but he did because
It was weird that he
takes a while
slowed
to get to this
down.
intersection.
It was weird that he slowed down.
It was the way, yeah, like, and then it ended up taking them both longer. So
Yeah.
if he hadn't slowed down, it probably would have been okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like an interesting thing, you know, Americans fucking it up for all of us. And that if that precedent becomes a thing, like, hey, anyone can ask for all the visitors of a website, essentially that, it doesn't exactly, but it's like a chilling effect where you're like, if I go to this Disrupt website, if I try and go to a website about protests, maybe I'll have the police knocking on my door saying, did you go to that protest? We saw you visit the website.
Yeah.
Chilling effect, right?
It's pretty shit.
It is pretty shit. And, you know, DreamHost said, we always give up account holders, you know, but to give up the visitors to an informational website?
Yeah, it seems pretty random. Like, what if I just search Wikipedia for things?
They do. I mean, so they do use that in court cases, right? They'll be like, oh, you were searching how to make pipe bombs on Google or something. So they do use that. But
Yeah, I suppose like talking file systems again, that Riser FS guy, he like looked up heaps of stuff about how to kill people and get away with it.
Oh yeah, why do people do that? It's just ridiculous.
It
Because they're
was-
just going to search your computer and be like, "Hey, yeah, we saw you were looking up how to kill people, and it looks like you might have killed someone." So it's always weird.
Oh,
Good. What's-
do we want another guest, a late guest?
What would the guest talk about? The password thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how are we going for time?
Do you want
we
to do
can
this
take-
guest or shall I do this guest?
You can do it.
I can do this guest. Right. Guest, how would you like to be introduced? What's your hacker handle?
Or your name if you just prefer to be introduced by name.
Adelian.
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 Pretty interesting hacker handle. I think
Yeah.
it's fairly unique. You wouldn't see that often if you were a hacker.
Oh, she's got a unique name, so
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. She's gonna be talking about password managers and not how Hugh was a fat baby.
I was a fat German kid, apparently.
German, you reckon?
I looked like
Like the fat German kid in The Simpsons. Oh, yeah, another one. It's kind of racist. I think they're taking him out actually. Okay, so you're gonna be talking about password managers.
yeah.
We don't have a massive amount of time, which means it's kind of good for you. It means you don't have to.
It's a very short story. So
I'll hand the microphone over. Tell us how you feel about password managers.
so Adelian, welcome.
So a couple of days ago, my LastPass subscription was about to finish, so I had to renew it.
Yeah.
So I was on my phone. I was like, okay, I'll do it. So I clicked like free pay or whatever, and then it was like, "What's your credit card details?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh shit! Like I don't want to go and find my credit card. Normally, I just get it from my password manager and copy paste it to
Yeah.
what I'm paying." So, but I couldn't because I was already in the password manager app. So I was like, "Oh, that's okay. I'll just click back a few times." Get my credit card number, copy it,
Yeah.
and then go subscribe. Went through, then I was able to paste the credit card details into it, so that was okay. But then, that was a pretty red light, wasn't it?
That was
That was a
red.
very red light.
Do you want to update this one? You just change that to a 10.
So then I kept clicking through the payment thing.
And then, okay.
But then it wanted my Google password.
Yeah. So what is
And I
your
was-
Google password for all our listeners?
I don't know. It's a random string of things that my password manager generated for me.
Fair enough.
So I had no way of getting it on my phone. So I had to go through the hardship of logging into my password manager on my laptop
yeah.
to get the Google password so I could pay for the subscription to my password manager for another year.
It's an interesting story. Do you think password managers are good or bad?
I think they're good. I originally got it because I kept having to sign into the IRD thing like once a year, and
Oh,
you can
God, I
never
hate
remember that
Yeah.
password, and you can never even remember your username because it makes you like choose a username. It doesn't just take your email or something like that.
And I think my password was something similar to like this password can't be more than 32 characters because they had a limit, and I was like, random. Oh yeah.
Oh, at the first internet password that I knew that Hugh had generated was up at the beach house, and he chose the longest you could get, and it was
64 ASCII characters.
yeah. But
Yeah,
I
63.
didn't
was the
know this,
max.
so Hugh was busy setting up the internet, and he was like, "It's all set up. You can log in now." And I was like, "Okay, what's the password?" And then he was like, "Capital X, lowercase y."
Don't say it. Don't
two.
say it.
Well, I can't
oh,
remember off by heart. I'm making it up.
Oh, that's
And then
right
he-
so far.
He kept going for a little while, and I was dutifully putting in the characters. And then 5 minutes later, I was like, "How fucking long is this password?" And turns out it was really long. Luckily, I got it on the first try. Except then I had to log in on my laptop as well, so I had to do it.
It's
all over
interesting
again.
because back then you were using iDevices, and for Androids you can just scan the QR code, but for the
yeah,
iDevices
I couldn't
you
do it on my iPhone.
Well, people are going slowly here.
I had a iPhone 4, so I don't think it had that ability.
Oh, this was one. This is one. Boom. We'll update that.
Our Wi-Fi password at home is now like
Oh,
10
don't
words.
say it.
I can't remember it off by heart. But every time people come around, you don't know it, but I've saved it on my password
I think we've got
manager.
a new
So I
listener.
copy paste it to them from my last pass.
Yeah, so I'll have to change that password because it's kind of an insecure transports of communication.
But I'll just have to do it again when people come around.
Fair enough. Um, yeah. Shall we?
All right, I'm going to hand it back to Stephen. I
Thank
think
you
I've had
for
enough
this,
guest speaking.
Guest speaking, Adelian.
I guess that just goes to show that there are real issues with password managers and UI and all that kind of thing.
Yeah,
They really cause real problems for real people.
yeah, they could.
But they could, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
We could probably do like a whole session on how password managers work.
How they work or like how they fuck things up?
Yeah.
Because LastPass is a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got pros and it's got cons, but yeah.
Mainly cons.
Yeah.
So yeah, someone's asking what city are we in and who counts the red light runners. The answer is we do it manually and it sucks really bad.
We are going to automate it.
Yeah,
Once
we're gonna
we get a better camera.
gonna
You'll
get some
notice the
OpenCV.
camera is focused finally on that black bar in the middle of the window.
So if you're trying to watch that black bar, you got it.
Where are you from, Mr. Listener?
Mr. Listener. Yeah, we're actually in Wellington, New Zealand. And we don't have it running this week, but occasionally we run an FM radio stream as well. So if you're physically near us.
Occasionally, one time.
Well, that's occasionally. Statistically, that's 20% of the time.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair
Okay.
enough.
So that's we've been told it's the same number of women who work in the tech industry. Well, maybe if someone made GNU Radio work better, we'd have more FM radio people. All right. Well, we're probably about at the end of the show now. We've gone a little bit over an hour. Hugh's just trying to pick up this dude on the chat.
Yeah.
Wellington,
ASL,
where are
right?
you? But we're probably about done for this week.
Yeah, probably about
What are we
done.
going to do for next week? We don't know yet. It won't be on Friday. Or it won't be live on Friday at
It
least.
might be streamed on a Friday, but it might be recorded not on a Friday. Or will it?
No, it won't be. It can't be. It just can't.
I could probably do it from a plane.
No, you can't. How would you stream it? You're not allowed internet, right?
Well, they
You could.
say you're not allowed.
No, you're not allowed, but they might not know. I mean, I could do it from Sydney, but it would just really suck. It'd be me like sitting. The road I'm on has literally no buses. If I go one road up, I get one bus an hour. So I'd be like, this is it. This is the bus factor one bus. It's coming. It's coming.
I could do on a plane, just record me on a plane. Did I tell you that time that I...
Recorded yourself in a bus.
No,
Okay,
I
different time.
missed a party because I missed a flight.
Oh, you did tell me that story. You have. You've told me
And-
that story a lot of times.
Oh, just a few times. But I missed a wizard staff party, so I made a
Made
wizard
your own
staff
wizard
on a
staff on a
plane.
Yeah, I remember it. He
Yeah,
it was
I held
held
it.
together with plasters because that's all he had.
Yeah, there were some plasters in my bag.
Oh, I feel really sorry for any like airline attendants on planes you're on, Hugh.
Well, anyway, on that note, shall we?
Should we finish
Go
up
back-
for today?
Yeah,
Hope
we'll
you guys enjoyed our guest
introduce,
listener and everything else.
who this is. So this is
Kira Low, finger bus. Oh, gee, oh, fucking, wow, Jesus, fucking. Okay,
YouTube.
messed that up.
Sucks. We really need to just
We're gonna, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do
Yeah.
it. And then we'll have like the scene in OBS.
yeah. So this is Bielo Vingabus. It's Creative Commons.
Oh, you've muted it as well. See how that's muted? Oh, I muted it. Oh, so no one even knew that you pressed play before because it was muted.
Oh well,
okay.
now they know.
Nah, they don't. Okay.
All right, so
The chatter says is in Vienna.
Vienna.
I'm thinking about going to Vienna actually,
Oh, yeah.
because you can do could go with the girlfriend for Christmas. We thought it'd be cool to do Christmas in Vienna,
You were saying, yeah.
Budapest, and the other one that's close to there.
Wow.
Vienna, Budapest.
How'd we get
No,
a
you
listener
can
from
do it on a train.
Vienna?
There's one more somewhere. Vienna, Budapest, and what's the other? There's like a nice country there that's really picturesque, which probably is scummy. Vienna, Budapest. Nah, not that far.
I like how we've got a
Maybe
new
more
listener
like towards
and you're
Germany?
just talking about how scummy the city is.
I'm not saying Vienna's scummy. I'm saying there's a city there which is really touristy, but it sounds really nice. But because it sounds nice, it's probably scummy. Yeah,
I'm just amazed how we
Prague.
have.
It's Prague. It's Prague. Yes.
I'm just amazed how we
See-
have a listener from
You went to Prague?
Vienna.
Yeah, so there we are. So I thought
Today.
maybe
Oh, wow.
Prague, Vienna, and Budapest might be nice to go along there for Christmas. And then, because as someone who lives in a place where, I mean, it doesn't really snow here for Christmas. Like South Island does. I've been there.
It
but
snowed here a couple of years
How
ago.
fucking sweet would it be to be like in Prague and Christmas? It's snowing and fucking. It sounds really cool. That's why I said it's probably scummy because it
Wow.
sounds too good to be really good. So therefore it's probably scummy. Who knows?
Yeah. Oh, well.
Which isn't. It's the reflection on how good it sounds, not on how bad it sounds.
So I think the fact that we've got a listener from Vienna shows how good our show is.
We are the #1 bus-related red light podcast
Probably
live
in the
stream
world.
in the world. And
I think you can
the
take some of those
second
worlds-
best InfoSec podcast in Australasia, the #1 InfoSec live podcast in Australasia, maybe the world.
Yeah, maybe the world.
Maybe the world.
We do this live, except next week. And the week
when
after.
we might not even do it. And the week after when we also might not do it. But apart from that, we'll hopefully get the website up. Maybe we'll just put the Patreon up and we'll say, like, if you pass enough money, we won't go on holiday on Fridays.
Yeah, fair
How's
enough.
that? We're both on like leave, so that's the reason. Okay.
All right.
Done for now?
Yeah, I reckon
Thanks
so.
to
So
the bus drivers of Go Wellington for going through the red lights. How many times this week? Did we get double digits?
11.
11.
Yeah.
Same as last week. That's fucking impressive. I
Yeah.
think it did make a difference. The ghostly silhouettes worked.
that's pretty good.
And
We'll try this again next week. So, and thank you for Pielo for the Vingabus.
catch you later.